Hello and welcome to the Virtual Festival 2020 Christmas gig. I'm Joe. I'm an occasional helper with the Newcastle Guides, and I'm going to be doing a 5-minute chat about stars. We'll do a number of these depending on how things go, and what I want to talk about is what I'm going to do all this on. And this software here is called Stellarium. Now you can get it for Windows, Macintosh and Linux, but it's the software that shows you the night sky, and that's what we're going to be looking at shortly. And this is somewhere you might want a job. So this is on board the International Space Station, but we might do a little bit about that later. So here we go. So we're up in the night sky, and you can see the time here. So this is today. So this is going to be later on tonight if the weather holds. And we're looking towards the west, and you can see the sun's just going down. And what I want to point out is a few things in the night sky that you may see. Now, as you can see, as I'm coming round towards the southwest, again, these are the little compass directions here. You can see there's a couple of bright objects, two bright planets called Saturn and Jupiter. And what we can do is zoom in on those. Now, if you're just using your eyes and you're not using binoculars, that's what you're going to see. You just see two bright objects in the distance. But one of the facilities that we have is by selecting one of these objects like this, we can then kind of zoom in. So if we had a pair of binoculars, this is the kind of view we would see of Jupiter and Saturn. So we can't see any of the rings on Saturn, and we can't see any stripes or any of the other. Well, you just might see some moons there, the little bright dot next to Jupiter. But if we change it to a telescope, okay, so there we can see we've zoomed in quite a long way. We'll actually see the 4 moons. There's actually 60 odd moons that go around Jupiter, but these are the 4 easy ones, and these are the ones that Galileo saw about 400 years ago. Now I'm just going to see if we can get a slightly better view. So there we go. So this view is taken with a telescope that I have. So my telescope's capable of this view. You can just see now we can start to see the stripes on Jupiter. So these are the clouds that you're looking at, and these are the equatorial stripes, called equatorial because they're near the equator. So you can see those stripes quite clearly. And here we have 4 of the Galileo moons. So these are the 4 easiest ones to see. So I think one of the most interesting ones is this one here called Io. Now I'm not sure if I can zoom in. Let's just see if I can zoom in a bit more. So there you go. So Io is the most volcanic place in the solar system. So out of all the objects that we know about, all the planets and all the moons, this is the most volcanic place. So let's just zoom back from there, and we'll have a quick, we've only got 2 minutes left, so we're going to have a 2-minute look at Saturn. So again, we're just going to zoom in. There we go. So we can just see the kind of oval shape, which is what you get in a low power. And let's just go up a bit further and see if we can zoom in some more. There you go. So that will be with a high power telescope, and see the rings quite easily. And again, these are other moons that are going around Saturn. And what we'll do, if we have time later on, we'll have a look at some other software, and we'll have a really close view of Saturn. and some of the moons. Okay, so that's our 5 minutes up, just about. So I'm just going to come back into a normal view, and again just remind you that at 5 o'clock tonight this is where they'll be. Okay, and as we move the time on, okay, so this is getting towards 6 o'clock, you can see they're going to be going down in the southwest. So if you want to see Saturn and Jupiter tonight, make sure you get out there just as it's going dark and look towards the southwest, and then you'll see Saturn and Jupiter. So in the next video we're going to look at another planet which is in the night sky, nice and red. I'm sure you'll know what it is. Okay, so see you on the next video. Bye for now.